Welcome to the channel. It is yours truly, World Famous Tarot. We're going to get straight into it. This is an Aries reading. I will be using the Wild Unknown today. Normally I do a recent, past, present, near future. I'm going to go into a direct message from Spirit, from your guides, whatever you feel called to connect it with. Everyone believes in different things. Go ahead and follow on Instagram, follow on... Okay, enough of that. I like to get straight into the readings. So, this turned into a love reading very quickly, as much as it is a spiritual reading. You know, a lot of it is just simply energy. The energies I'm seeing is a necessity to clear out gunk from your life, whether it's toxic people, toxic environments, literally clean out the toxicity in your environment, whether room, home, not just sweeping it under the rug, but really doing the shadow work. Reason I say it's a love reading, do the shadow work as it relates to love. I don't know if you guys saw that orb flying by, that was pretty cool. If you want to save a relationship, a solid 180, you need to stop doing what you're doing. It's just getting worse and worse. Others of you, if you want to really give back to your partner, you do it by being the best version of yourself. And with that comes a lot of self-love and filling your own cup so that you have something to offer. If you're always tired, if you're always broke, if you're always cranky, if you're always in a more victim or suffering mentality, then you really have nothing to give to someone else. And sometimes that's where love really comes into play, right? You know, how much are you willing to provide and give selflessly of your energy to someone who may not be in a position to provide it for you, to love you the way you may need at the time, right? But I'm getting a lot of, you can see the ugliness and still in spite of, right? Sometimes love is what we do in spite of what's happening, in spite of the situation, in spite of the circumstance. I'm not saying go to the extremes of forgiving somebody who's hurt you so harshly where you have like PTSD now, but it's self-love. Back to that. Yeah, let's tap a bit more, clarify this ugly energy. We've already spoken about it, but it's going to be different for every one of you, right? Your love story. So whether you need to cut off somebody, cut off a relationship, or they have been the only ones who have been with you through this tough time, it's going to be uneasy. It's going to be maybe in a position where you don't know what to do and you're seeking guidance. And I just want to remind you that that's sort of life, right? You sometimes go without a direction and you don't see the road ahead, and that's where a lot of psychic energy comes in as far as vision and seeing the future. And you can determine that by understanding where your intent lies, what's the story at hand, what's the truth and what's not truth. And so as things are developing the world, it's going to be the result of whatever's happening in your own story, in your own life right now. I think there's a lot of external factors you are not considering or maybe aware of when it comes to this other person, if this is going to be a love story here. If you are single, I will continue to pouring that self-love back to you. Don't see it as such a negative. Ace of Pentacles, this is an opportunity. I think in Japan, the same word for chaos is opportunity, Ace of Pentacles. So in the midst of all this being revealed, I would simply do what's best for you. And as well, if you're going to bring spirituality into this, do what's best for your spirit. Keep it going. Don't stay stagnant in the name of tarot, in the name of experience, of dealing with energies. Yeah, you don't want to be in a position where you're thinking about this all day long. You want forward movement. You want steady progress. You want a good outcome. So if this is on replay and it's not working out, that's something to look at. Obviously, if you got something great going on, remember there's like boring, when being guided to say there's boring times in between. So go on dates, have more fun. Maybe for some of you, this is going to be another partnership coming in. You got the Wheel of Fortune, Four of Pentacles. Don't be so tight to an outcome. Let it flow. Let it come naturally. What will be or was meant to be will happen. And you may have a few partners up ahead, options. But this is like not for all of you, but just as an example, this is the 13-year-old getting her heart broken from some little boy at school, to be so unaware that this is possibly the first of many heartbreaks. The reality is that that girl may have multiple partners, and not excessive or in a bad way, but rather in her learning experience and in her journey, she's going to find out the type of person who she is, the type of people she dates, and as well as experience with anything else, school and people. Like, you deal with people, you learn things about people and yourself, and how to deal with different circumstances that you may have never been before. So going back to the name of love, let it flow, let it flow. Three of Pentacles, I feel like you don't have a solid foundation right now, so get solid within yourself, secure yourself so you're not insecure about this whole circumstance going on. A lot of orbs in the field today, that's very interesting. So Aries, let it flow. Let it flow, Wheel of Fortune. Things are going to come in your favor. The universe is working for you, not against you. Angelic protection. You are protected from anything so-called, bad. Remember, sometimes the things that didn't work out are for our highest good, and we don't always know or even have a reason, but the divine truly knows. Trickery. Yes, if you've been having partnership issues and there's just drama after drama, I would take that drama as a red flag and understand that there's probably things happening behind the scenes. I don't like to steer people in a certain direction. I like to keep it more focused on you, but when there is someone else's energy, I will call it out. That could be you, so try to avoid tricky and sneaky energy. Relinquish control. We talked about that. Let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. Wheel of Fortune, things are going to be working for you. Your angels are guiding you. Cut the cords of anybody. Let them do what they want to do. People will be who they want to be, and as much as it hurts, we have to let people go to evolve, right? And it hurts, but it's for your best good. It's only weighing you down. Minimize guilt. So if you do have to cut someone off, minimize the guilt of doing what's best for you. Minimize guilt in putting yourself in that position to begin with. Minimize guilt in I'm going to completely switch it, but let's say the relationship is going well. Minimize guilt on things you've had to forgive in the past, and then keep it pushing, moving forward to a healthy relationship, ideally. Again, let it flow. Don't expect too much of an outcome. We have 2 more messages for you. Aries, it was a pleasure. Go ahead and subscribe, support on Instagram. Faith. Faith, move by faith, move with spirit. Heavy spirit energy. Careful getting pregnant. This lady is pregnant. If you are pregnant, congratulations. Don't stress, don't worry. Aries, skilled work is rewarded. Learning all there is to know about a topic, going back to school, get to study, get to know your craft. Find something new. If you're not living, you're dying. Expand the brain, get new hobbies, get back out there, live a little bit. Don't get caught up too much on love if maybe that's not where you should be right now. But I think we all are deserving and should receive love or whatever. Okay guys, till next time, peace.